This should be played at high volume.
It's the same convo, it's the same convo. It's the same convo, it's the same convo. It's the same convo, it's the same convo. It's the same convo,
It's the same convo, SAME. This is the podcast of beats, and their whole team is complete. They feeding the streets, other people can't compete. Shit, you got Carlo, got Kenny, got Papa, got Uncle. You cannot forget Malik, and you got Ski. Yeah, the whole roster elite. They bringing the heat every week.
Welcome back. This is the Same Convo with your same hosts, Kenny, Carlil, Malik, and Humble. And this is the anime segment. And Carlil, you good? That water, you got some? That water, you good, bro?
That's a terrible combination. Keep going.
All right. But with all this, I feel like One Piece is jumping right now. Like this Elbaf arc. Let me just ask y'all, how do y'all feel about Elbaf? Like, what's y'all takes on this? No spoilers. No fucking spoilers. But how do y'all feel about this Elbaf arc? Sorry if the viewers at home are anime only, you gotta read your manga. That's all I'm gonna say. How y'all feeling about the Elbaf arc?
I'm feeling like hurry the fuck up. God damn. I feel like we've been in Elbaf forever, dog. Like, bro, wasn't Harold's backstory the longest backstory that we've had? And Kuma's was long as fuck. Like, bro.
What's Harold's? But you gotta understand. Harold's backstory also came with God Valley, so I give it some grace.
I'm not giving shit grace.
We've been waiting for God Valley and the Sea Rocks, and we got that. So I'm giving it some grace.
And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like even though I'm saying hurry up, I feel like there was still more that needed to be placed in that God Valley flashback. That's just me
100%.
personally.
100%.
But no, in realness, yes, I am tired. I need them to hurry up. But I will also say it's a lot of cool stuff that was revealed during this arc. I think my favorite part of the arc was definitely the mural on the tree getting revealed. Like that was just, when I tell you, until the next chapter, social media was going crazy, and it was literally like you couldn't scroll anywhere as an anime or manga fan without seeing that goddamn mural, bro.
It was Mama's background for the longest.
A lot of creators ate off that mural, especially shout out to Grand Line Review and O'Hara. But man, it's been a lot of cool stuff. So I will say, out of all the arcs, this is probably my second favorite. But yeah, I just need them to hurry up, bro. I'm ready for the bullshit.
Malik?
I'm loving it. It's lore heavy. It's starting to get even more chaotic now with this upcoming chapter. Uh, for me, the same. For my favorite is definitely the mural. The reveal of that was definitely great. It adds one, it adds more layers to the whole story. Two, it also brings into ideology that we are in the end game. There is no, we got some extra stuff to do, this, that, and the third. Like this definitely feels end game material. I was definitely feeling like, oh, now Oda was capping. This is not gonna end in like 3, 5 years.
Oh yeah.
But now I'm sad to say I can definitely see it ending within that time frame.
Please.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God.
Bomb, what you got for me?
You don't even want this shit to end. Stop lying to yourself. But for me personally, man, like I like Elbas. I think that it's not necessarily a pacing issue, but I think that this is because this is the first arc that's given us answers as far as like the lore, the past, or like even the characters that we know what's really going on with them. It's just like it just always leaves you wanting more. Like you feel me? Like from even the end to the chapter, me and Carly were talking about the spoilers this morning, but this is by far the best arc, story wise, uh, world building wise, and as far as information, like when Oda says that you can kind of start from Egghead, I see why he said that because I feel like if you were to start from Egghead, you're getting a whole different perspective as far as the story. Of course, you're gonna be missing something, but I see why. And like, yeah, I absolutely love Elbaf. I feel like it's a story that stands alone in itself, and I can't wait for Gas Valley to come out as a movie.
Quick question: we still haven't gotten to the upper world yet, have we?
Upper World.
Yeah, for
Oh,
like
Gas
because
Valley in the Elbaf?
Elbaf
No,
arc, we still ain't gotten up that bitch yet.
nah.
No.
That's what people. I mean, yeah, we don't have to talk about it, but one of
Yeah.
our friends has a theory that he believes is we're
I
gonna
think,
go there.
and I think that's like I said, because to me, y'all know my favorite arc is Annie's Lobby. This is definitely a close second for me, but I think it's because of what everything that Bamba said. Like I vocally say that I'm not a One Piece fan, I'm a One Piece hater, but I will say to where it does pique my interest is always when it's heavy lore. Cause like just in general, I love lore. Like I'll go on YouTube, I'll sit while I'm, on my phone or anything, and I'll type in DBZ lore or wrestling lore. I love the lore of things. So there's just a lot of lore, a lot of questions being answered, like Mamba said in this chapter, which is just it's to me like it's very unique. Like I told y'all, Egghead kind of left me unsatisfied, but now it's just like it feels like we're reaching a climax, but unfortunately it won't be happening for another 5 years.
So these are a few things I want to say. I got a few things to say about Egghead. One, I got to respond to Carlito. I don't think this is the longest backstory we've gotten because I think the backstory on Wano was longer. I
Nah,
think Oden
it was not. It's already been like that's a fact. Like
is
Harold's
Yeah,
backstory is
confirmed.
the
it
its
is. It is
backstory is the
fact. Yeah,
longest backstory.
we had a backstory within the backstory.
Right. I'm saying the longest flashback was that flashback.
Like you think about this. You went to a backstory inside the backstory, and then
Right.
came back to the backstory and kept it going. Like, and then we came back.
Say
And then
Whose
after we came
backstory was
back,
in
and
the
then after we came back, we got Shank's backstory too.
no, literally
whose
after
backstory was in the with the
Got
oh,
bodies.
because we was in Loki's backstory originally, then we went into Harold's backstory inside of that.
I literally when we got back to the
And Brock.
original when we got back to the original backstory, I said they can't keep getting away with this, bro. I said they can't keep doing
I
this.
like
It
watch
was a
this.
backstory inside of a
I
backstory.
said I ain't seen
This,
this
this is
nigga
what
Luffy in 30 chapters. What is going on?
I low key
Literally,
think it was
bro.
more than that. But Kenny, I think you're trying to say that Wano was a longer arc than Elbaf.
it's way longer.
Yeah, Wano was
But
long.
Elbaf is not done yet though, so we don't know how that's gonna go.
I
Well,
think I
Elbaf is
feel like
also.
Elbaf.
Go ahead, Kenny.
It feels like IMAX though. Like if we were comparing this to Wano, we'd still be on Luffy. We'd probably be in Luffy in jail right now in terms of length.
That's a fact.
I think that's about accurate. We'd be Luffy in prison right now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So he just got freed.
But
Kenny
and then
transformed.
the last thing I want to say about Elbaf is it did something I was expecting but not expecting. I thought Frankie's power up was gonna come on Egghead. It made more sense for me.
I thought we were not sharing no spoilers. What happened to that?
What do you mean that happened last chapter?
No, you said we're not doing no spoilers for Elbaf. What happened to that?
No,
We
I
did
mean
not.
like no,
We literally had to
No,
speak in a way.
Listen, Bamba. I'm not saying no spoilers. I mean
That
because
is a
you was
spoiler.
and Malik was in
Bro,
the
what?
you and Malik was just in the chat talking about some the spoilers came out for the new chapter. That's what
I'm
I was
sick
talking
of this
about.
nigga, bro. I'm
That's what
sick
I
of
was
this
talking
nigga.
about.
You ain't hear us go, oh, yeah, without spoiling. I like the way the story was presented. You ain't hear that? You didn't
To
think
went into
that?
specifics.
When I
Come
was saying
on, Ken.
spoilers, I don't want y'all to start talking about the spoilers that just came out. So that's what I meant for real.
You literally follow that up with for our viewers, anime watchers. So come on, like
I no no no.
you
I
can't
said
say all of that.
I listen. You hear? I said anime. I said my anime watchers pick up your manga. We are talking about Elbaf right now. That's what I said. I said don't talk
All
about the
right,
spoilers
cuz
because you and Malik was in the chat talk about the
go ahead,
spoilers.
go ahead. As a matter of fact,
Car-
for that, we got emus on Elbath. We saw his
Car-
form,
I'm
the
about to end.
description, and all of
I'm
that.
about to end
Yeah,
this meeting
fuck
for
you.
everybody. I will end this meeting for everybody. I
I
will
don't give a
fuck up the
fuck. You already
episode for
got
this week.
spoiled. You already got spoiled.
So to all our viewers that are watching this, let me go ahead and correct Kenny's earlier statement. We are not going to spoil the chapter that is not out yet for you.
Thank you, Carlil.
We're not going to do that, but everything else 1177, I'm sorry, it's getting
Yep.
spoiled.
So as I was saying, I was not expecting Frankie to get his power up on Elbath. I was expecting it to come on AK because he's been looking for Vegapunk. I feel like Frankie's main thing when he joined the Straw Hats was like his goal was to find fucking Vegapunk and learn from him.
Right.
So for him to get his super cola on Elbath, I like it. I like that he finally got his power up, but I was not expecting it to be a super cola made from the energy in the air of Elbath. How do y'all feel about that?
I will also say, like, even though there were points where they were just chilling and talking, Elbath, I mean, Egghead was way more chaotic throughout the
Yeah.
whole, like, these niggas were constantly moving and grooving. I can't tell you how many times they went from the regular phase to the labo phase back to the regular phase. Now we gotta go back to the lab. Like, these niggas were constantly on the move and a laboratory was constantly getting destroyed. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it was just so much going on, bro. And also with was it York? She knocking down all the other Vega punks one by one. Like
I
it was.
mean, same thing happened on Elbath for real. They've been fighting for I don't know how long at this point.
But I feel like they've been in Frankie and Vegapunk have been like together in one spot more than you feel. I just feel like there was more opportunity for
Oh, that's
Elbath.
what I'm saying. That's exactly. Wait, you said wait.
More
Oh,
opportunity
this
for it to
Vegapunk,
like
this version of Vegapunk. Okay, I see what
like
you're saying.
I understand. Like I do agree with you. It should have happened in Egghead, but I understand with all the chaos that was going in Egghead to where why they would have saved it, for this arc.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, one Frankie just wanted to build and maintain one of the greatest ships ever made. Him getting to Vegapunk's home island, that just added to like, oh, I want to learn from him. But in terms of your question, why couldn't it happen in Egghead? One, there was only one true Vegapunk, and he was obviously running for his life, or gotten captured, or explained to Bonnie why her adopted dad was the GOAT. Now we get into Elbath. Now all of the personalities of the Vegapunks is now within the one that's on Elbath. So this is now the first time throughout the whole story that one, that person is able to sit down with Frankie and then also give him that power up. Where in Elbath, it just wasn't possible.
Hmm.
I mean, Egghead wasn't possible.
Okay. That Vegapunk's gonna need to make multiple clones again though, since he's the last one.
I mean, technically they
Mm,
are already multiple. Like they had the backup
yeah.
bodies, and when the brain escaped.
Okay. All right. So let's get back to the topics that I actually put in the chat. I just had that thought while we were talking. I think the next thing I want to go to, I guess, based off of kind of what we've been talking about, because Carlos started talking about the lore. We all know the biggest lore of One Piece is the One Piece. What the fuck is it? Where do we got to go to find it? All right. So what I want to do now is to rank the Straw Hats from most important to least important to actually finding the One Piece. So my list, I feel like I guess we can make a collective list, but I think unanimously number one is probably Nico Robin.
Most
Yes.
or at least
Huh?
most. You said most important, right?
She's the most important Nico Robin because she's the only one who can read the Poneglyphs.
Right.
Mambo, you sound like
I would
looks like.
go. I would go
Are you
with
saying
Luffy.
are you agreeing? Luffy's number one.
Yeah,
Luffy's the most important.
because the one person that we saw planning or understanding or has the best understanding of what the One Piece is Shanks, and he was waiting on Luffy.
But I thought the Poneglyphs, the road Poneglyphs, can take you to the One Piece as well. You don't really need
But
Shanks.
they still no, because Roger was able to go to wherever whatever it was, and Shanks has that knowledge, but Shanks is like waiting for Luffy. So once Luffy awoke, that's when he's like, let's go get the One Piece. That's why I'm like, it has to be Luffy.
But aren't the road Poneglyphs specific to take you to the One Piece?
Yes, but you could still make it to the One Piece by simply having the knowledge. You could people would still end up there without the road poneglyphs. Like if you're able to get that knowledge, there are other people that can read the road poneglyphs, but you're not. If because Roger made it to wherever the end of the journey is. Was
So
he able to get the One Piece? He said he was too early.
I would actually argue that and say, well, he didn't just have Shanks, he also had Rayleigh, and he stopped Rayleigh from even giving that information. So I don't think he'll actually follow Shanks because he want to do it his own way.
No, I know, but I'm not saying that Luffy would do that way, but I'm saying he is asking who's the most important. I'm saying it would have to be Luffy because why did Shanks wait for Luffy to awaken Nika to announce let's go for the One Piece? That's why I'm saying like that's why I'm like because of that notion, I would have to believe that Luffy is the most important piece. Because I'm just thinking of importance. Like, yes, Robin is very important because of the Poneglyphs, but if Luffy had not met Robin and then met somebody else, he could still go get the information from the Poneglyphs. If he met somebody from Wano, for example, like Odin was in the earlier day, Luffy still can get there. But we know in the story that there was something that's missing. Why is Shanks waiting for that something that's missing? And why did he decide to finally go for the One Piece once Luffy finally awoke? Like it's just like with the piece of the One Piece, Shanks is the most informed or like the most moving piece. And why is he waiting for it? That's why I'm like, that's what my logic was.
Mm,
I I don't see it because I don't think Shanks actually went on the island. I believe he got left behind. So
Yes.
I don't really see that. I
But
think
why
him
do you
and
think?
Buggy got left on the ship when they actually went to go get the One Piece.
No, Shanks chose to stay there. I remember that. Like, but he was on the ship. Like, you're right about
Right.
him staying on the ship. But I'm saying like Shanks went on his life. There was a mission that he got with Roger. My whole thing is it's not necessarily what Shanks is, but it's like with all of the information that Shanks has for all of these years, why is he waiting for Luffy to awaken to go for the One Piece? Especially we saw his whole journey was around that fruit too. So that's why I'm like maybe there's the importance of that because why did Roger go there? He's staying. He's too early. What would be the missing piece?
In terms of importance, I don't really see it because
No, I
Shanks.
understand you don't see it because that's why you chose Robin. I'm telling you that's why I said
No, I get it. I understand that you picked it. It's just I don't really understand the importance there because it's you can say yeah,
some
Shanks
guy Nika.
inspired Luffy, but I'm not
No, I'm
really.
not saying Shanks. That's why I'm like you're misunderstanding. I'm not saying Shanks inspired Luffy. This has nothing to do with the inspiration of Luffy. Ignore what Luffy wants or what Luffy's doing. I'm talking about the importance of Luffy with the Gomu Gomu no Mi and being some guy Nika. Shanks, Luffy, and Shanks deciding to go for to get the One Piece once Luffy awoke. That has nothing to do with Luffy. I'm just talking about the importance of the One Piece because what did we see in the journey? Roger going to get the One Piece, but he kept on saying that there is something missing in the story. When he came back, there was a mission that he trusted Shanks with. Shanks went on a journey. We see Shanks go on for the Gomu Gomu no Mi, went on to steal it, and we know there is a legend around it. So that's why I'm saying like there had to be that tie, because why is everybody even like the journey's telling you that Luffy's special? He has that fruit. The fruit has a will of its own and everything. So if that is tied to like a missing piece, that's why I'm like, why is Shanks, for example, just think, just answer this question. Why do you think Shanks waited this whole time until Luffy awoke to decide to go for to decide to go for the One Piece?
We don't know.
Yeah, I know we don't know, but we're all speculating at the end of the day.
No, I'm all right. I don't have
Yeah,
enough
that's cool.
information
That's
to
cool.
answer the question.
Yeah, but for me specifically, we saw Shanks' journey around the Gomu Gomu no Mi. We know the struggle that he had, and we know the elusiveness that what you call it, that the Gorosei has talked about and everything. And we know of his trust around the Devil Fruit, where his reaction when Luffy stole it, the importance and everything. And then now he's waiting for Luffy to awaken to go to get that fruit. And even the reason why we have laugh right now is because it's him sending the giants to go get Luffy. So that's what my logic is. So that's why I'm going with Luffy. But
okay.
if all three of y'all going with Robin, vote Robin. I
Carly, what you
believe
think?
Luffy's the most important piece
I got Nico Robin for 500, sir. I do understand what Bomba's saying. To me, as far as importance, though, I just don't see how, because I'm looking at it as the Straw Hats are currently instructed, and you can't get to the next island without, or you can't read the Poneglyphs without Nico Robin. And like Kenny stated earlier, Luffy's going to want to do himself. he can't read the poneglyphs, and nobody else but Nico Robin can read the poneglyphs to get to the next island, which is going to be Laugh Tale to ultimately get you to the One Piece. So just based off that alone, I'm gonna go Nico.
I do want to say something to respond to Bomba. Like you said, Shanks wants to find the One Piece now that Luffy's awakened. Roger found the One Piece, I guess, allegedly without a Joy Boy, without a Luffy type. What do
He
you mean,
found
no?
Laugh Tale.
He found Laugh Tale. So how does he know
He
the
just
One
he
Piece?
just he just told us he was too early.
I'm
That
saying, what did he?
he said was, huh?
That's fine, but if he didn't find the One Piece, how does he know the One Piece is real then?
Yeah, but that's the we got the information that he found that the One Piece is real. We did not get the information, and the information that the One Piece is real didn't come from Roger. It come from Whitebeard. Roger did not find the One Piece. He said that he was close to it, and then there was like he found something that made him laugh, like something that was funny, and then he realized that he was too early, and there was something that was missing.
Okay,
So
that's fine. But also, if we remember in the early intro, Roger's
mhm.
amassed treasure was also referenced as the
But
One
that's
Piece
his
itself.
treasure. No, no, no. That he said my treasure is real. You go get it, not the One Piece. That was his treasure.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So who do y'all think?
Yeah.
For the second most important person on the crew, I think it has to be Nami.
I was about to say Nami.
Just because at this point, I think Nami might be the greatest navigator in the One Piece verse.
I Again, I see why y'all would have her at number two. Again, I'm looking at the crew is presently constructed. Yes, she has to be the navigator. But you don't get, even though he caused a lot of them, you don't get most of the issues that you've already faced without your captain leading the way. So even though I do think Robin is number one, that's where I would have to place Luffy at number two, and then I would have Nami as number three.
Okay, so say
No, why you have to have? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead first. My bad.
the way I try to think about it, I try to think about a crew. Take the crew away. I try to take it as a crew finding the One Piece without this said person. So say there was a different captain, but
They don't get.
so okay, say you had a Luffy, you have Luffy, but you don't have a good navigator because you got on this camera and say Luffy's not a good captain.
Yeah.
Let's say we don't have a good navigator. You're not getting to the Grand Line. You're not getting to the New World without a
I
good
think
navigator.
I think it, but I think and I'm not going to be able to give you the alternative that you're looking for right now, but I do think there's better alternatives than trying to get to getting where you're going without a good navigator or a navigator. Then you feel me? If you if you don't have Nico Robin, now you really can't get anywhere because you can't read the poneglyphs. But if you don't
That's
have
what I
a
was going to say.
navigator or a good navigator, I feel like it's going to it I don't think you don't reach the One Piece. I just think it just takes you longer. You feel me? You're just
Yeah,
going to have to
and
go through
also too.
hella alternatives, and eventually, like at that point, you either find a good navigator, or you as a crew without your navigator learn how to make it on yourselves. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of people can figure out where they're going. Like I said, it might take longer, but I don't think that ultimately stops you from going anywhere.
But that's what I'm saying. So
Because
captain in the One Piece verse is just a general title. Navigator is more of a special, yes, because law is the doctor and the captain.
Not
Whereas
the general.
because you can be a captain and other things, the navigator is just a navigator.
So that's a general title.
but you
Every
can be other
title is a
things.
general title.
But I was gonna say this, right? I feel like
Yeah.
the reason why I couldn't argue with Robin, I can give you Robin, but the reason why I can agree with her being number one is that if we're looking at her goal and her aspiration at the end of the day, it's gonna end up at the One Piece. You feel me? But these other niggas, Sanji, Zoro, Usopp, Brook, Chopper, they can go their whole life with their goals without ever caring about the One Piece if Luffy's not involved. Like
So you're saying
Luffy is the
Luffy has
reason
to be top two, at least he
he
has to be top
has to
two.
be
Has
top
to be
two for
top
them to
two.
even like be on the journey because they don't care about that specific journey if it's not for Luffy.
Because
So
imagine they don't even nobody without Luffy specifically, nobody even has the courage or inspiration to keep going. You feel me? Like
Zoro's
they
dead.
that's what I'm saying. Like Zor like one, they continue to reinforce their own goals and dreams because they're following somebody who continues to reinforce his own goal and dreams. And even after, whenever they mention this is my dream, but also my captain's going to be the king of the pirates, and I'm gonna do what I
Yeah.
can to get him there. You feel me?
So
Like
what makes you king of the pirates?
What
on
makes
One
you
Piece.
king of the pirates? To them,
Yeah.
it's finding the past king of the pirates treasure, which will lead you
So
to One Piece.
but wait, hold on. We just established that Roger's treasure is not the One Piece.
But
I
it
don't,
leads you to the One Piece because Roger is missing something. That's why Roger, what his treasure is, what he found to the end of the journey. That's why he
So
said,
Roger's
"Find my
treasure is
treasure."
the One Piece.
No,
that's
it
what exactly he
leads you to the
said.
One Piece. It leads you to the One Piece. It is not. He's missing something. He keeps on saying, "I'm early."
But that's
The
based off of what
confirmation
he
that we
found.
got. Yeah, no, the One Piece is based on what he found. Of course, that's like it's gonna be the piece that leads you towards that. Like, of course, but he was still missing things. What that is, we still don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Roger became the king of the pirates without the One Piece itself. So Luffy does not need the One Piece itself to be
No,
king
yeah,
of the
technically
pirates.
no, but that's what we said. That's why I'm saying he has to find. Like their whole goal is to become king of the pirate by finding Roger's
by
treasure.
by way of
So
the
he finds Roger's treasure, he can become. But now throughout the journey, Luffy has stated that he also wants to find the One Piece. Once they got that the One Piece is real, Luffy is setting up for that. Because like the whole point as to what we are saying for the rest is that you can have Sanji fulfill his like or aim to fulfill his role without never caring about the One Piece. Like going for the setting up for the all blue. Maybe he because he don't know what way he got to go for that. Zoro becoming the king of hell or becoming the strongest swordsman. Do that without ever dealing about the One Piece. Usopp want to be the strongest warrior. Do that without ever caring about One Piece. Nami want to create a world. I mean, I guess hers would eventually lead to One Piece, but you could go there without necessarily finding the treasure and create the world map.
I think the reason I have to put Nami there is because I get when it comes to fighting and all that type of stuff, and actually the direction of like the goal of finding the One Piece, like because the desire of the One Piece originates with Luffy. Luffy's own desire to get to that One Piece, that nigga can't sell shit.
Yeah, but he can find sailors. You literally think about it. Ace is a sailor. Every other of these pirates have sailors. He's not the closest pirate to finding the Poneglyphs currently.
I have
Multiple
two.
people have Poneglyphs, so other
There's
people have
But
navigators.
that's the
So
thing.
there's
That's
you
two
what. That,
still
there's
have,
two
remember,
there's two
remember.
niggas
We're
on a boat
ranking
that
just
can
the.
sail it right now. There's two niggas in the
but
crew
that's
that
what
can sail
I'm.
that boat
That's
right
that's
now.
what I mean by importance. Because the thing is, right? For example, you use the argument. You're like, if you remove Luffy and you put somebody else there, and you try to highlight somebody else's importance. But think about it. Luffy for the Straw Hats, right? The reason, for example, I was saying Luffy is number one, right? Is that if the devil fruit is tied to the journey, you need that devil fruit. And if that devil fruit is tied to somebody, then you cannot dispose of that somebody.
I think y'all are
Wait,
misunderstanding what I'm saying though.
you said the most important though. That's what you said. The most important
See,
to finding within the straw hats. Within the straw hat. I understand that part.
yes.
But the reason why I'm using other people to highlight that is because Luffy can still go for the journey without Robin, without Nami. The only person that I cannot confidently say that Luffy can go on the journey without is Sanji, because surprisingly, he told him, he was like, I cannot get there without you. I don't know why exactly, but he said it. You feel me? But with Nami, there are other navigators. And
So
currently, there are other navigators that have helped you get them closer. And two, the other crews don't have people to read the poneglyphs, but I've still been able to go on the journey and reading poneglyphs because other people have been able to read poneglyphs. It's just that you don't have somebody as good as Robin. Robin is just that good.
this is what I'm saying. I think y'all are misunderstanding.
What?
When I say we're ranking the Straw Hats, all those people are still like, we're not saying, oh, we're gonna take Nami out. We can just put another navigator there. I'm saying within the structure of the Straw Hats, if Luffy is not the most important, if he's number 5, his desire to even if Luffy is the bottom man on total pole, his desire to find the One Piece is still there. Luffy's only I guess contribution to find the One Piece is that singular desire and able to fight dangers on the way. That's all Luffy gives to finding that One Piece.
It's
Okay, so
also
if
kind of
that
his.
if
It's
that's
also
your
kind of
if
his
that's your
destiny at this point, though.
oh, thank you. If that's your understanding, right? If that's your understanding, that's the reason why I said Luffy has to be number 1. Because like you said, it's his destiny. And it's the destiny of the devil fruit. And like you said, Roger didn't have Nami. Roger didn't have Robin. He just had other archaeologists that can also read the Poneglyphs. So with his persistence, he using those other people is able to get to Laugh Tale. But when he got to Laugh Tale, he understood that he was missing something. You feel me? That's something being the devil fruit and being Luffy. That currently Shanks is like, yo, this nigga, oh, let's go get the devil fruit. So if that is the case, then Luffy has to be the most important because the thing is that even when you get to the end that the Pirate King got, you cannot find the One Piece. You need Luffy, the missing piece. So you can find other people. So that's why I'm like the importance. He has to be number 1 because it's not just his wants and the fight. It's his destiny. The destiny of the devil fruit.
What if the thing is, it's not even what if this is the situation? It's not even Luffy that's necessary for the One Piece. It's somebody that Luffy got onto the crew that almost seemed useless, but was actually the most important person to find the One Piece. What if it's actually fucking Usopp? You need his
Maybe
fucking
it's
nose.
Usopp.
What if you need his fucking nose or something to get to the fucking One Piece?
That would ruin that. That would ruin the whole series. I'm letting y'all
That
know
would
that.
ruin everything.
That would
That's what I'm
ruin the whole
saying. That's what I'm
series.
saying. The one thing that's different about Luffy's crew is they have a useless character, somebody that nobody else would have even
But
wanted on that ship.
But
but the
again,
thing is that
go
yeah,
ahead, Bamba.
But the thing is, right? For your speculation, right? Find me proof for your speculation. You can't. So far, you can't. My proof is Shanks. No, first of all, let's start with Roger. Roger went on his journey, couldn't do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Gave up, announced himself the journey so that niggas can go on the journey. Shanks went his whole life chasing the Gomu no Mi. The world government went their whole life chasing that, therefore they couldn't get it because of their rule. Then this nigga awakens it. He's like, nah, let's go. He's like, it's time to go.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying, but your last point again is just more of what if and things of that nature. You literally,
Everything's what if.
but no, I'm literally saying like again, Bamba thinks Luffy should be number 1. I think he should be number 2. I think he should be a close one, but I think he should be number 2 because again, yeah, of course.
No, apparently I'm arguing for number 2 because
No. I understand. I understand what you mean. Like out of everybody, again, my point for Robin stands firm, and I'm not going to remove her off the number 1. Luffy has to almost be number 2 because again, like your last point was going off of speculation. What if there's literally there's a story telling you in your face. It's been telling you for years that this nigga, this devil fruit, he is the descendant of this person or the reincarnation of this person. Everything is set up.
So let's talk about that.
If it wasn't him, there's like the One Piece is not even important to anybody. It has to be Luffy. It has to be Luffy. It can't be anybody else.
The Joy Boy lore and the God Nika lore are all about revolting against the higher power. I honestly, the world government. It's all about the will of D. Joy Boy. That was the last time somebody stood against the world government. I, off the top of my head, can't even draw something that's been said in the show yet that connects Joy Boy to One Piece itself. I know Joy Boy and the will of D connecting to overthrowing the government. I know Joy Boy being the direct.
First of all, we don't know.
opposer.
It does not connect them to overthrowing the world government. It connects them to being the first pirate. That's what we know.
That
Not
as well.
not overthrowing the world government, and also just a warrior of liberation. Warrior of liberation. It's not necessarily the world government. Maybe those entities were not set in stone yet.
Liberation from who, Bomba? Liberation from who?
From guys, maybe. Who you know? You don't know?
Okay, exactly. He's the god of liberation. Currently, it's the world government. Nick, fucking, what's the fucking king? What's her shit? What's the
Nika,
no, the king, nigga, not the god.
Emu,
Emu had a fucking straw hat in the little freezer thing. We
Theory.
all know we all know the fucking straw hat goes back to Nika, goes back to Joy Boy.
We don't know that.
Anyway, what I'm saying is I can't recall anything in One Piece so far that connected Joy Boy or Nika to the actual One Piece itself. Nothing. Only liberation.
But
That's
okay,
it.
I can actually give you something that ties Joy Boy to the One Piece itself.
What?
Shanks.
How?
Roger actually said it.
Yeah.
Roger said what?
Roger did say, I wish I was in your time, Joey Boy.
Yeah, I wish I could make. Yeah, exactly, Malik.
Oh,
I wish
okay.
I wish I
What
was
does
at the
that
right
have to do
time.
with the? What does that have to say with the One Piece?
He said he wished when he went to Laughdale, he wished wish he was during that time because of the story that he found there that was necessary for the next step. And then that's how he realized he was too early
Was it that,
because
or
Joy
was it
Boy
have to
told.
do with? Okay, go
Yes, it
ahead.
was that. It was that. It was literally what Malik said when he read that. That's when he realized that. Oh, he said it first. I wish I was at his time. He could meet him, and then two. That's when they realized that they were too early and there was missing something.
And he only said he was too early. He didn't say anything about missing anything.
So it's right person, right time, and the right person is Luffy. Also,
We'll
Joy
see.
Boy, some of Joy Boy's story and apologies and the poneglyphs as well. I just want to,
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
Yeah,
Apologies.
so we should his apologies and the
his
poneglyph.
apologies
To
in
the
Fishman
Fishman.
Island when they found the poneglyphs. He was that was an apology letter.
Yeah.
To
Poseidon.
I got to go do my lore research, but all I'm saying is you don't get anywhere in that show without Nami. I think, like I
Yeah,
said,
No.
you
the desire
do. There
because
are other
because
navigators.
Wait, no, I didn't go yet.
wait, hold on.
wait,
There's
wait,
other
wait.
navigators.
Hold on. Malik
This
didn't
is
go.
no, I'm
I
not
didn't
done
go
Let
yet.
yet.
Malik go.
I'm not done. I'm gonna let me go. I'm gonna let him go. But I'm gonna keep saying there's other navigators. We're only keeping it within the Straw Hats. There are no other navigators. There's only Nami on that
No,
ship.
but the reason I'm saying that is just to highlight the importance. But let Malik go. Let
But
Malik go for a
also,
second.
hold on real quick before Malik goes. I apologize. I'm sorry. Yes, we're talking about the Straw Hat crew, but my argument when you first mentioned that was they would be able to figure out where they're going. They all got back to Sabaody on their own, didn't they? If
On
they
their own.
on their own, either on their own or with help. But again, they found alternatives without Nami to get where they needed to go. So I'm pretty sure they can either put their heads together or it's literally just going to take longer. You feel me? She's important.
Ha-
She's
Can
my
I?
number three. She's my
Can
number
I?
three.
Bro,
Can
navigating a cyber is nowhere near
can,
as
Y'all
hard
let
as
Malik
navigating. But
go.
okay,
can
Just
I
let
go
Malik
now?
go. Just let Malik go.
Can I go now?
yeah, go ahead. My fault, Malik.
Number one, I don't really have. I can sway either way, but I like Carlos' point that they can still find their way to the new world. There's actually a legitimate example in the whole story. Bartolomeo and his whole crew. They have no navigator, and they made it all the way to Dressrosa. No navigator. They made it to the new world. No navigator. Second point, Luffy is a liberator. Luffy quite literally saved every single last one of his crewmates. Everyone. He saved Nami from Arlong Park, which destroyed her captive room where she made the maps. He freed Zoro that was about to get executed. He freed Usopp from being alive and almost getting executed on his own island. He freed Sanji when he was about to pretty much get destroyed by the guy who almost got killed by Mihawk. Freed Brook by getting his shadow back. Freed Frankie before he got arrested by the world government. I can keep going, and at the end of the day, without Luffy, there is no crew.
I mean, yeah, you put the crew together, but when it comes to the goal of finding the One Piece, you're saying Luffy's still number two.
But then, okay. So
Yeah, I
Luffy,
can argue.
let me ask you that, Kenny, because think about this, right? At what point in the journey do we even find like Robin and them? You know what I'm saying? If it's not for Luffy, Robin, just like this, he just said, he went back to give up to just die. there is an importance like in just him reminding you to choose to go for your dreams. Like that pushes you
But
for the
that's what I'm
importance of
saying. We're
our
not
dreams.
taking anybody off of the crew. We're not
But
taking
that's
him off
he's
the
not.
crew. That's
It's
still
not
there.
taking up the crew. I'm just
Right.
telling you that's the importance of him putting them in the crew. The reason why I was, for example, giving you other people in the crew earlier, it's not to remove them of the crew. It's just to highlight the importance of Luffy. Is that he's irreplaceable. If you were to think of anybody else, he's irreplaceable. You could still find archaeologists to read the poneglyphs. You could still find navigators to navigate the ship. You could still find a doctor elsewhere. You could still find a sniper elsewhere.
How many other archaeologists? Okay, so bet that's fine. If you're gonna talk about finding other captains to lead you to where they are now, there's Blackbeard, there's
No, but
Shanks,
that's why I
there's
keep
other people
highlighting
still
Luffy
too.
because no, that's why I keep because that's what I'm saying. That's why I keep highlighting. I'm not highlighting Luffy. I'm highlighting what Luffy is tied to because you're talking about the One Piece. You're not just talking about just sailing for a journey. You asked me
Uh,
who's most important to finding the One Piece. Which Straw Hat is most important to finding the One Piece? And I believe it is the missing piece in the whole story. That's what I'm saying. The
okay, I
missing
mean,
piece that's been missing in the whole story. And that's why like the whole story is happening now is because Luffy is at the right time. That's what we've all been waiting for.
I will say Luffy is the in that case, Luffy is the most important to the show, but on his crew as to
You
on his
said to
crew.
finding the
Listen,
One
listen, listen.
Piece.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying on
What
his
the?
crew as to actually navigating the world to get there to get to it. I think Nami's more important. That's me. But if I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted. Sounds like
You said
Luke.
Nami's more important, so you say more important than Robin?
No, I'm talking about more than Luffy. Like
Oh, second. Okay,
nobody else on that ship is gonna be able to navigate like Nami.
I'm going Luffy on that second one.
So like Nami's 3.
So let's if we reorganize that crew and make somebody else the navigator, are they getting to where they are now?
There's not. That's
Actually,
not
I'm not
easy.
going. Go
That's
ahead.
not.
Think about it
I
like
was gonna
this.
say
Hold
I
on,
was
hold
gonna
on.
say
Think,
That's not
I wasn't going Nami though. I was gonna say I think I might throw a curveball here and say Frankie.
for number three.
Frankie's number 3.
Yeah, if they don't have a strong ship, they can't make it.
Frankie's my number 4, but I see what you mean.
I can see what you mean. Because technically they didn't have a ship by the time they got after 2 weeks of having the first one. So I can see that.
Which is crazy. 2 weeks and a half.
After 2 weeks.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, RP McGowan Mary.
I can with that. I'm willing to go majority. I have my list in front of me. I got Nico Robin number 1, Luffy number 2, Nami number 3, and Frankie number 4. But I'm willing to go to majority because I feel like I feel like Frankie and Nami at 3 and 4 that those can be interchangeable.
Ah, I'm hesitant to put Frankie over Chopper, honestly, because they would have been dead without Chopper. Fuck the ship, they'd have been dead already without Chopper.
You said they would not. They would. They. You don't get sick as much because you're a pirate. Think about this. You on water. You need a
Nami
ship to
got the
move.
fucking flu and was about to
No, but
die.
you asked who's most important to finding the One Piece. Without a ship, you're not going anywhere. Without a doctor, you can still sail and stop at places and get healed.
I was about to say you can stop at islands and get medical
Without a
treatment.
navigator, you can ask for direction.
You can ask for directions to the One
You
Piece?
could. Yes, you could.
Bro, ain't nobody giving
Oh,
out
you could
directions to
literally.
the One
Oh, let me
Piece.
tell you. No, a better thing. You could go to an island, buy a log post, and know exactly what direction you got to follow.
Because
Just
even though I
follow it.
don't have a navigator, I still got somebody that can read the poneglyphs.
And a log post that's directly locking into an island. That's like it's like
Magnetic field of
right
the
there.
island.
Okay,
Yeah,
if anybody could do Nami job, why is she not the least important? If it's so easy to just read the log
that's your
post.
point. That's not our point.
That's
That's
your
your point.
Oh,
facts.
he
That's
was
not
just
our
Hey,
point. Why are
saying
you
that.
asking us?
she's
He
just
was just
not
saying
no,
that.
she's just not number 1 or 2. For me she's number 3. For me she's number 3, but she's not like again, I think the poneglyph reading and the fact that I'm
Are
fucking
more
Joy
essential.
Boy
Yeah.
supersedes a fucking navigator. I'm
So
sorry.
let's why
I
why
didn't
don't we
mean to
put
cuss.
Nami
That's
last?
the lime cut water and the tequila talking. I'm
What
sorry.
I'm saying is if anybody can read a log post, why is Nami not last?
That's
But that's the thing. You still need a navigator, and that's why she's good.
We're just
But
not saying.
we did not finish the list. We did not say she was fast.
We're just saying you can't get anywhere if you don't have a ship.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, fair. I mean, in that case, wouldn't he be Frankie be number one? Because you don't even get off the East Blue without a ship then.
I would still say number two because you could find ships elsewhere. But I'm just saying, like, my point is he's three because you need a strong ship. Was my point to finish the journey. But you can still get a ship. Like Luffy sailed on the fucking paddle boat. Like, you can set sail. That's what you want. But
Bro, that paddle
you
boat
need a
didn't last long.
strong. But that's the point. You can set sail. But if you want to go for the full journey, you said the most important for the One Piece, you need a strong boat, and you need Frankie. The Grand Line and everything. I feel like you need a strong boat.
So you saying Frankie number three?
Three, yeah. Me personally, that's what I'm saying. But I could also see, like, I can interchange them. Like, it's very interchangeable.
I guess
Like,
you don't need a navigator if you don't have a boat.
that's my point. That was my point. That's why, like, I brought him up. But I could, like, I'm not saying Nami needs to be back there. That's not my point. I think like she's right after this
Like I would
because
definitely have Nami right after Frankie. Like I have no problems with
yeah.
that.
I still got
Okay,
Nami. I
okay.
still got Nami above Frankie, but if Frankie's the majority for number three,
I'll
I'm
be
not
willing
moving
to do
off of
that.
Nami at number four.
The only another reason why I'm willing to do Frankie at number three is because Nami only really offers navigational skills. Frankie can offer the ship and some combat prowess more than Nami at least.
Not with Zeus.
Facts.
Nami got Zeus too. She can't
I
forget
still
that.
I understand Zeus is there. I still think when it comes to combat prowess, it's still Frankie over Nami.
Yeah.
I mean, combat prowess side can't get nowhere out of ship.
That's what I'm saying. So
But
because
after this, I think
Frankie
this is where the
offers,
conversation. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That because Frankie offers, the ship and combat prowess over Nami's combat ability. That's what I'm saying. I'll be willing to put Frankie above her.
So Frankie 3, Nami 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
So right now it was Robin, Luffy, Frankie, Nami.
I
All
got
right, then
Sanji
5.
at 5.
I got 5. That's Sanji.
I got Sanji at 5.
I don't think Sanji more important than Chopper. Y'all tripping.
I think Sanji
It
is.
is.
You
He's
think about
definitely.
this daily ration.
Hold the
Daily
fuck
ration.
on. Hold the fuck up. Y'all just told me you can pull over and just simply get
No,
medical
so
treatment. Pull over and
But
get.
you can't pull over in the ocean.
No.
Hold on.
It's actually a legitimate thing that.
Let me finish. Y'all said y'all can pull up and just get directions to the One Piece. Y'all can just pull
Right.
over and get medical. You can't pull up to a fucking McDonald's or some shit out that bitch.
Okay, let me ask you this. Where's the McDonald's on the Grand Line?
You can go to an island.
Where's the McDonald's on the calm belt?
I'm answering. Let me answer. You can go onto an island, rate that motherfucker for their food, and be good.
Let me tell you this, right? Where's the island on the calm belt?
That's just unnecessary, though.
It's not about finding an island on the combo. It's about first of
No.
all, you can.
Yes, it is.
What I'm asking you is what you're ignoring is the amount of time you go without seeing islands at times.
You better rate
The amount of time you what?
You better rate the fuck out the previous island he was on.
No.
Oh, we villains all of a sudden? We villains now?
But that's the thing. They already do.
What?
It's already prepared for Sanji to go ahead and prepare meals. But then also, like Bamba said, we are underestimating the days it takes to go in between islands from the regular world to the new world. You feel me? Like it takes a long time. So that's
even you go to islands, right? You go to islands. Didn't you see these niggas go to Skype and have to hunt? Who did they see to give him food?
Facts.
Nobody. So they had to cook it.
These niggas went to Punk Hazard. One half of the island was on fire, and the other half of the island was frozen. Like
who's feeding you?
There was no food there. You feel me?
So not even just that. Even if you do raid a whole village or island to get all the food to stock up the Going Merry, what happens when everybody is not able to ration out all that food? Because that did happen when they was trying to go save Sanji in Hokage Island.
Okay,
that is why.
Let me say this.
That is why Luffy said he can't go to the Grand Line or find a One Piece without Sanji.
Bro, when I tell you they was fucking starving, boy.
I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm gonna say. To address Bomba's, because let me bring this up. When Luffy told Sanji he can't find the One Piece without him, we all know Luffy's a fucking fat ass who loves to eat. I'm pretty sure that's something to do with it. That's one.
Nah, maybe.
Two. None of us are cooks to the level of Sanji, but we can
Yeah.
all throw something on a fucking stove and a cookie. I'm throwing something on some heat, mind you. We already got Frankie on the ship. That
Right.
ship got a kitchen on it with a stove and some pots and pans.
Did you?
I'm not done. That ship has a stove with pots and pans where any motherfucker on that ship can go on there and throw something on there, salt and pepper. It don't need to be tasting 5-star. Anybody on that motherfucker can go out there and throw some shit on a stove. Not near one of them niggas can do anything a doctor can do.
Does
So
Sanji not prepare his meals with nutritional values in mind as well? I'm pretty sure he does do that because again, one
As
thing,
a doctor, Chopper also knows about nutrition.
No, I
right.
understand what you're saying, but he don't know how to cook. They don't know how to cook. Knowing how to cook, you have to know how to cook.
Because again, Chopper and Luffy was cooking, and they came out with science experiments, not
Exactly,
food.
bro. I think
That was
that's
going to be the first points. They tried cooking. They couldn't make food to eat. Two, a doctor can go days, months, years without ever needing to do anything for the crew. You need this nigga daily.
And if I do happen to get sick, we do have types of food and meals that he can prepare to hold me over until we can get to that next island. You feel me?
That's what happened with Nami.
Man, come on, bruh.
Y'all really about to sit here and say a chef?
And then the other point that you
doctor,
made, the other point was, oh, why don't we raid the island, right? When did the Straw Hats start raiding islands? Now we're becoming villains. You asked us the point is who's most important to finding the One Piece. Now you're taking us out of character, talking about raid the village.
When's the last time you ate today? When's the last time you ate today?
Hey, I know exactly what you're about to say.
When's the last time you went to the doctor, nigga?
I'm also not fucking in the exposed. I'm not subject to exposure by being on a fucking ocean. I'm not fighting all the fucking time because every fucking island I go to, we're in a fucking fight.
I have a great question.
I'm not doing any of that shit.
I have a great question, Kenny. When was the last time Sanji fed the crew? And was the last time Chopper healed somebody?
Chopper healed somebody. Where we at? Chopper's healing right now, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the fuck he is not. He's punching niggas. You don't know if he's healing. You don't know. He's punching niggas. Don't count that as healing. Go back to when he healed as a doctor. He punched niggas. He did not mean to heal. He meant to rock the shit out of niggas. Don't count that. I'm talking about healing. That was in Wano.
No.
Yes, the fuck it was.
Chopper
What was it?
was just healing niggas on Elbaf.
Who?
Oh my god, I hate it.
If it makes you feel better, Kenny, my number 6 is definitely Chopper. Chopper's number 6. We keep getting in these.
I had Chopper
at number 6 too.
I had Chopper at number 6. So like after that is like with Jinbei, Brook, and Usopp.
And Zoro.
Oh, and Zoro. So
Brook is last. Musician, he has nothing to it. But anyway, before we get there, I'm outvoted. So what I'm gonna say doesn't matter. Y'all clearly have Sanji because his food has medicinal uses in certain situations.
Yeah.
And because he cooks more than Chopper heals.
Yeah, and it's just a simple fact that you eat more than you need a fucking doctor.
Brother, that was my point. Almost any of them can go throw something on the stove.
No, they can't. We literally just gave you an example. They tried and failed.
When was this?
Can't cook. Bomba, can you cook? Or no,
island.
Yeah.
Jinbei wasn't on that ship yet. Yeah, Jinbei wasn't even on the ship yet.
Has it been?
I'm sure.
Okay, what's Jinbei gonna do?
I'm sure Jinbei could fry something up.
You seen him cook ever?
I'm sure he can.
Okay.
Yep.
I bet Jinbei's an excellent chef.
Sanji at number 5 for 500, Alex.
And Chopper at 6. Let's move on.
Chopper. Let's make it quick. Yeah, let's make it quick. 6.
I hate y'all niggas.
Quick.
So 6. You said Chopper's number 6?
Yes.
6, yes, sir. 7.
Yep.
At number 7,
I got Big Zoro.
Zoro, Jinbei, and Brook and Usopp are left.
I got Big Zoro.
Isn't Jinbei the helmsman?
He's the helmsman. Even though, do we even need a helmsman for real?
You probably don't.
I'm about to
You
say you
really
got
don't.
that's and when
Just
we
go
were
this way.
when we
Do
were
this.
mentioning driving a ship, I said we got two motherfuckers that can do that for sure. Jinbei and the other one was Frankie. So Frankie could be the helmsman if he really
I
wanted
say, yeah,
Uh,
they've been driving, they've been like steering the ship this whole time.
to. Yeah, so that's why I got Zoro at number 7.
Why did they need Jinbei to be the helmsman?
I
What
mean,
He,
that's
happened for the
just
I was about
that
to
was
say
just his
that's just his
title.
position. I was about to say there was really no
okay?
need. They was just like, hey, you can
so
you
who we
can you
going?
can drive this motherfucker. Cool.
I mean, you was a warlord. All right, cool. You got it, and you
Facts.
know the water.
Facts.
Yeah, we need you to first, what you call it, saving these
He
niggas that be
probably
falling in the
the
water.
because he a fish man, he probably the best damn helmsman on the planet. So, but I mean,
You know, lifeguard.
I can argue we might have the second best too.
And yeah, with Jinbei, Zoro no longer has to jump in the water to save Luffy.
I mean, he still had Frankie too. So
Carlo,
yeah,
I hate
Zoro.
that she looked like that.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm getting triggered.
Okay, fine. So who you said Zoro is number 7?
Yeah,
Just off of combat prowess.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and security of the ship. So yeah,
I'm
He
about to
do
say,
be securing the fuck out the ship. He
and he
does
be
do that.
sleep as fuck too. Like, how
He
you
do
be in
be
a
locking
deep
down the
sleep?
ship. I mean, is he really sleep that nigga was it Lucci or was it the other nigga that launched attack at the ship and he
oh
like
yeah, fake
deflected it?
Usopp.
I mean,
Fake
he
Usopp,
woke up.
yeah.
He woke up from sensing the attack, but still, that nigga was in a deep ass sleep.
Okay, so we can go Zoro number 7. I'm not gonna argue with that. His combat prowess is pretty high, and this is also a very low spot. Okay, so now we got Brooke, Usopp, and Jinbei.
I got Jinbei.
Got Jinbei at 8.
I will say Jinbei as well. Mama, we can hear you.
I said I'll co-sign that.
Yeah, it's clear that Jinbei is the only one that has some type of utility on the ship. And then Brooke and Usopp, I guess it's gonna go Brooke because of combat prowess, because of musician,
I was just going broke because just a musician
yeah,
keep the spirit
morale
up.
up, yeah,
Yeah,
morale boost,
And
morale boost, and prowess.
it's as far as his combat, he is low key sneaky. You feel me? Like, and the nigga's not scared of nobody. That man looked Big Mom in her face and said, "I'm gonna defeat you." And he
and then
he
he slept
really
with her.
and he was
He did look Big Mom in the face.
and he was truly like, if he was about that action. He like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I mean, ultimately he could it because of the power difference, but like he fully believed like, oh yeah, it's up for you.
Him and Jinbei.
Facts.
Okay, and then of course last, damn Usopp.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
I mean, he's a sniper. I don't think you need much for that.
I mean, he does grow fruits, I guess.
Did I put this in the notes? I
I mean,
also
so does
since
Nami.
I also wanted to discuss this one thing. I don't know if I put it in my notes, though, but I'll just pop it up on you guys now. Do y'all really think Sanji stronger than Jinbei?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
At this point, yeah.
I think Jinbei could have whooped Queen. I feel like Jinbei would have gave Queen the fucking business.
I mean, I don't
I
I
mean,
don't I don't necessarily disagree with you, but that doesn't mean he's stronger than Sanji. Like I just Sanji's just on a whole nother level. He's
I'll
in the
send the notes. Okay, cool.
monster trio for a reason. Like
and they confirmed him to be in the equal strength as Zoro too. So
But they would title the Monster Trio before Jinbei ever got on the ship, though.
no, but I'm saying they confirmed Sanji to be in the same strength as Zoro right now.
I would also
When
say
when was that confirmed?
SBS.
Sanji held off King and Queen by himself. I don't think
Yeah.
Jinbei did anything like that.
When was it
Jinbei's
confirmed?
tough though.
When was
SBS.
it confirmed? SBS. I don't do the SBS shit.
no, as far as next after those three is definitely Jinbei. Like it's definitely
Not even
Jinbei.
close.
Because I'm pretty sure I personally don't believe. Because again, remember Jinbei's the oldest one on the crew. You know he got some years
No, he's
on
not.
him.
He's not the oldest. He's not the oldest.
Okay, my fault, except for Brooke. But as far as like combat experience and a warlord, he got some experience on his belt, and I'm pretty sure we still ain't seen that nigga go full out yet. Maybe against who's who, Was that who he fought
Nah,
on Wano?
he no diff. He no diff to Usu. Usu wasn't
He
even.
one hit his racist ass.
Yeah, he one tap that nigga.
So I just think it's so much more to. I don't know, bro. I want to see Jinbei do some shit like Aang did when they destroyed the Moon Spirit. I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with his technique though. It's very much so whatchamacallit, Kenshiro, Fist of the North Star ish. It's like I'll hit you and then you think he ain't do shit. Like, nigga, that weak ass shit. Also you
Imagine
just drop.
Imagine trying to fight Jinbei on land and he see the ocean next to him. He'd be like, "Give me a second, just jump in that motherfucker."
You
Like,
don't even need it.
what's something now? But
Nigga
Jinbei
don't
is
even need it, bro.
hey, in the One Piece verse, Jinbei's got to be up there because that nigga controls water and them niggas be using devil fruits. Jinbei is low key the kryptonite to hella niggas on the show.
hey, man, I love Jinbei, bro.
Yes. I don't know if it's as effective as we think and it would be in fighting though, because we saw him in the Marineford and he still needed
Jinbei
help
wasn't
here and
really
there.
trying that Marine for it though.
Yes,
If we
looked like he
being
was.
What? That was a
He
life
was
or
trying
death
his best.
situation.
And also to think
okay.
about this, somebody like Crocodile who has the biggest weakness to water. You saw water shot at him and he's able to dissipate it before it actually hits him. So sometimes
That's
there are things that they figure out too.
That's fair. But
That's what.
before we get too far, this who's who not is his who's character design not also very similar to Loki? I just want to bring that up real quick.
No.
Nah,
Good.
I see the similarities, but nah, I think it's totally different.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So we got Sanji clearly over Jinbei. Like that's what y'all saying.
Yeah,
Who
as far
finished the
as strength,
list?
yeah. I mean, and the
Okay.
list too, right?
Yeah.
I guess Sanji. I feel like okay. I guess the feat of him holding off Queen and King at the same time. I think that does go under notice. I guess undervalued. Maybe it's just because Zoro just gets way better feats in the anime than
They
Sanji.
admitted to it too. They admitted to that 2 days ago.
I
That they
mean,
don't highlight Sanji enough.
That's an effort that's gonna be pushed towards basically adapting the source material
but
properly.
it's like I do think they don't highlight him enough. But man, I mean,
Bro, it's not
I
that
ain't
they
gonna
don't
lie.
highlight him.
He would to me he was going crazy in Wano. Like,
They quite literally take away feats from Sanji in the manga and give it to Zoro in the anime. So, for example, when you're watching him fight Luffy and you have Zoro kind of turn into that green stream,
mm-hmm.
Sanji did that, and then they gave it to him in the animation. So it was just very weird.
I think
I
it's
feel
also
that.
because Queen seems to be significantly weaker than King as well. Like Queen
But
was
he's
lucky.
not that much weak. I
That's
think that's you. I
But
think that's just your picture of Queen. Because even when you were talking about, we had that debate before between like Sanji and Zoro, and you were saying that you felt like Zoro would know Diff Queen, whereas other people literally have the argument that they feel like Queen is a worse matchup with Zoro, and what you might call it, King would be a worse matchup to Sanji
Why? Why is Queen a worse matchup for Zoro?
because of what you might call it, what they call it, range. One
mm-hmm.
is range, and then with Sanji it's because of durability and the damage that he could put out. So that's why they felt like Sanji couldn't defeat King, and also Queen would be a stronger battle for Zoro.
Range. So are you saying like Sanji's speed makes up for the range?
I'm not
Because
saying
they
that. That's the
because
argument that
Sanji
they
and
have.
Zoro, I'm saying Sanji and Zoro both are close range attackers.
Uh-huh. No,
Sanji and Zoro.
Sanji can travel distance, whereas Zoro always need
That's
people to
that's what I'm
kind of like
saying.
throw him and stuff like that.
Okay, okay, that's fair. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about, speaking of what, we segue perfectly into this shit. Is Zoro currently the strongest second hand in the show, and is he
Hell
Yonko
nah.
level?
Hell nah.
Wait,
Hell, nigga.
who's Shanks?
Ben Beckham,
Ben
Ben
Beckman?
Beckman,
Yeah,
He's
that
Ben Beckman's. Isn't he a sniper as well?
gunman.
no.
Gunman. He's just a gunman.
I mean he uses the gun, but he's definitely he's the right hand, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a right
Yeah,
hand. He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
first
Oh,
mate.
Yasop is his sniper. I'm tripping.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm going just because he has to be.
But we don't. I'll say we don't know anything about Ben Beckman.
Yes, we do.
What? When did we see Ben Beckman do anything?
First of all, we saw him. It's not even first what we saw him do. It's just threat that he was able to put on a whole admiral. And then when that happened, we got the huh?
I was about to say, I think he also is the one that actually cut off Kid's arm.
Arm, yeah.
Cut off
And
Kid's
then
arm,
it's
I should
the
say.
and then it's the when that happened when he threatened Kizaru is the info we got like as far as like his power level. He's almost said to be on par with Shanks and to be ruthless. So that's what I'm saying. Like when Kid came, they were like, "Oh, he's the nigga that took his arm."
So the only pushback I have on that is it one? Okay, I'm gonna say one thing first, and then I'm gonna ask a question. Is Beckman also not a threat simply because he's on Shanks' crew, and they know that the world government knows that to make any move against Shanks' crew is to make a move against Shanks, which is going to ultimately be a huge fallout.
But do you think Shanks would have somebody as his right hand man that was just
I'm not
basically
saying he's weak. I'm not saying he's weak
a
at all.
Manaka? You feel me?
Okay, think about this too, right? Your question was
Manaka? What the fuck is
is
Manaka?
you said your question was right, is Ben Beckman the strongest second hand, and is he stronger than a Yonko, right? You would
No,
say that
Zoro.
Zoro is
Z-
you would say you no, that was the first question. But you would say that Zoro is weaker than Luffy, right?
yeah,
Who pulled up on Luffy on Egghead? Kizaru.
and he little boy Kizaru.
No, he fought Kizaru. Like man, Kizaru was willing to fight Luffy, even though he went to Gear 5 or whatnot. When Beckman pulled up on Kizaru, you know what Kizaru did?
Yeah, you got it, boss man.
His head.
that's on you.
And Zoro was fighting Rob Lucci.
Because also my fault. Never mind. I was about to say something.
I don't think he was fighting Rob Lucci. That man was just toying with Rob Lucci.
I mean, you can say what you want, but he didn't want to diff him in one scene. He was
Yeah.
still fighting.
Okay, so it's Ben Beckman only second hand stronger than Zoro?
I don't know about
I don't
Shiryu.
know.
I don't know about Shiryu. That's Blackbeard's right
Well,
hand.
Burgess is considered.
Burgess is his second hand.
Really? I thought it
And
was
that one is
Shiryu.
definitely.
Yeah. No,
It should have been Shiryu.
Okay.
It
Shiryu
should
just
have
the
been Shiryu. I ain't
swordsman.
gonna lie.
I think Zoro's stronger than Burgess. I firmly believe Zoro's stronger than
Oh yeah,
Burgess.
100%. 100%.
I just don't know if he's stronger than Shiryu though. I don't know. Shiryu still got a mysteriousness about him I haven't figured out yet.
I'm firmly certain he's stronger than Shiryu as well.
But the question is right hand, so we're not talking about of all time or anything like that. So
Yeah.
The reason I say he's stronger than Shiryu is because I feel like Shiryu's a good swordsman, right? His I guess ability or his like thing is he can also, because he has a clear fruit now, he can go invisible. But as we have seen now, Zoro has ability to sense attacks without even being able to see them. He woke up from an attack that was coming at the Sunny. If he can do that without seeing the attacker, he can just sense the attacks. I don't think Shiryu's clear fruit is going to do anything for him.
But think about sensing and being able to exactly predict the attack of the size. That's like the direction of an attack. You think he was to be able to do that?
Yeah.
Because for example,
his eyes was closed.
No, but he was asleep, and that was at a greater distance. Like he was still able. His senses are still honed. But for example, somebody like Garp was still perception blitz. Like Garp knew where Shiryu was, but he still wasn't able to stop the action because he was invisible. So that's why I'm trying. Are you still confident that Zoro will be able to block all of that?
I think so still. I still think so. But we're not even talking about him versus Shiryu. We're talking about him as the right hand. He's stronger than Bird. Me and Bamba agree on that. Carlio's, he's not sure. Malik, what you thinking?
about what?
This nigga Malik.
No.
Zoro's
Did y'all see his
stronger
eyes before?
right hand man than Burgess.
We are Zoro's stronger than
Are
Burgess.
we really having this conversation?
Yeah,
Are we really having this conversation?
I mean, Carlio said he didn't
move on.
know.
I said I wasn't sure about Shiryu.
That's what he said.
But
Nobody said anything or argued about Burgess.
Oh, okay.
Fuck Burgess.
So are we saying that Zoro is the second strongest right-hand man currently in the show then?
I mean, if you're talking about pirates only, I could say he's the second. If you're talking about right hand in general, I don't know if
is Mihawk considered a right hand man right now?
No.
Crocodile would be. I was gonna say I don't know.
Crocodile's
I don't know if I
right-hand,
have
yeah.
Zoro over Sabo.
What the fuck? Here I got Zoro over Sabo.
No, you sure? You sure?
Not
What
know.
have we seen from Sabo? Wait, okay.
I would say Sabo. Yeah,
What
go
have
ahead.
we seen from Sabo to do all this? Oh, are you sure?
Even though it's not a combat feat, Sabo did escape a room full of gods and emu. He got the fuck out of there, bro.
And he got stabbed by Emu and was able
And
to
he got
survive.
he got
What
stabbed
does
by
that have
Emu.
to
And
What does that have to do with combat? He ran away.
Rocks got stabbed by Emu. What did that do to him?
Okay, he got hit in a fatal spot. That's fine. Are
That
you
was
trying to
not
say
hitting the
Well,
fatal
okay,
spot.
okay.
He got
Bet. How about
stabbed.
this? You said Rocks got stabbed by Emu. Fine. You saying Sabo stronger than Rocks? Is that what we're saying?
I'm not saying Sabo. What the point is that Sabo got stabbed by Emu and made it out. And tried to carry a dead body out.
So what does
And
that have to do
still
with
managed to make
Rocks?
that.
What does that have to do with Rocks then? If he's not stronger
It's
than
the
Rocks for
fact
doing
of the
that,
damage that Emu was doing. And the
but
shit that
that's
he's able to
fine.
do to
If
you.
you're comparing somebody else that had the same thing happen to them and they died, you're effectively saying because he survived it that he's stronger than Rocks.
That's not what we said. That's what you were thinking. My
Yeah.
That's
point
what
is,
you
you
said.
said no. Your point was we did not see anything from Sabo. We saw Sabo get stabbed by Emu. That's a big thing. What are we talking about?
How?
And then on top of that,
How
Sabo's
is not that a big thing? That's the biggest evil we've seen in the series.
He didn't get hit in the same spot as if you got hit in the same spot as Rocks, then maybe yeah, cool. But
Okay,
if you get
where did
if,
Sabo get hit and where did
hold
Rocks
on,
get hit?
wait, hold on. If
This is not the same spot.
clearly Rocks got hit in a fatal spot.
No,
Clearly,
no. He got
bruh,
stabbed in the stomach.
that's fatal, nigga.
That's where Sabo got stabbed, nigga.
You don't know what vital organs if Sabo got hit in. You don't know
neither
where
do
the fuck
you with
Sabo got
rocks,
hit.
bro. Like you
Okay,
can't.
What
that's
the
my
fuck
point.
is
That's
this?
literally my point. Okay, look, if we're taking fatal hit for fatal hit, right? We're using Sabo getting hit in a fatal or some spot by Emo as showing his durability feat. You're thus saying because he got hit in the same spot as Rock that he's more durable than Rocks.
You wanna know how that whole argument of yours is bullshit?
How?
When Ross got stabbed, what he said? This shit don't hurt.
Then why did you bring it up? You said
Because
this,
because I'm telling you, he got turned into a fucking demon.
bro. What?
What?
You just
He
tried to
got
bring
possessed.
you brought something up that happened to Rocks as a feat. And then you said, well,
Yes.
Rocks, when it happened to Rocks, Rocks died.
When Emu stabs you, it is to do what? To Dami reverse you. He stopped Sabo. Sabo didn't get Dami reverse. Sabo was in the room with Emu and the Gorosei that have not let anybody leave that room alive. When King when King Cobra finally saw that Emu sat on the throne, they're like, "We killing you." What the point is that those niggas were not gonna let him leave, and that nigga still left. These are the strongest you've seen in the series. That nigga still escaped. Nobody has ever done that in the series. That's the point.
Because as of we know, only two people, the two people that was in there, are the only two niggas that's ever done it.
Who?
You talking
Cobra
about Sabo and Cobra?
and Sabo. Those only two niggas that we know have done it.
No, it is not.
Who else? Who else saw Emu in the room with the
The infamous Rocks. Rocks was the only person that was able
He did
to
not go into.
infiltrate.
He didn't go.
And
He
now,
did
oh,
not go
you're
in
right,
there.
Kenny,
He did
you're
not
right.
go in there.
Kenny, you're right. Kenny, you're right. You know why you're right? No, Ross was able to go in the flower room. He did. He sat in the flower room and saw Emu and talked to him. That's the whole panel. I edited this video. I'm gonna attach it to it. I'm tired of arguing with you over those points. He did. This is the point. The point is, Cobra did not sneak in to that room. He was walked into the room. Sabo snuck into the room, snuck out. The only other nigga that did that in history is Rocks. Rocks
What does
D
that have
Slick.
to do with combat?
That has to do with the fact that when you're in the room, nobody is supposed to live alive. Meaning they're doing everything to kill you. And this is Emu in her demon form. Emu is there in the room. Emu. I'm not talking about Emu that possessed somebody else. Emu in the
That's
flesh.
Bamba. That's fine, but that has nothing to do with fighting.
Holy
That has
moly.
nothing to do with fighting.
Holy moly, it's
Being
crazy.
being good at running away is nothing to do with fighting.
Okay,
Okay, another thing that
what?
has something to do with fighting, right? Sabo nullified Kizaru's attack when the Straw Hats was running away from it. Do you know that?
When are we talking about? When did Sabo do
This
this?
is the movie.
Okay.
In terms of power level, he came, stood 10 toes on his ship when the Straw Hats was running away from Kizaru, and Kizaru was about to attack the whole boat. And he attacked him and stood there. He ain't run away. So that the Straw Hats could get away. That's the power level this nigga's at. You gotta think,
Okay.
not only does he have Ace's Devil Fruit and he's able to use it at the best of his ability, this nigga is a martial artist trained by Dragon. And you see his martial arts all the time. What did he do to Burgess? One shot him.
Broke his face, actually.
This is also no Devil Fruit Burgess, mind you.
And this is also no Devil Fruit on Sabo either, mind
Come
you.
on.
That's fine. I still think Zoro could also do everything that Sabo did. Is what I'm gonna.
Sabo
I
is a
think Zoro.
revolutionary, bro. You think
No,
about
he's
it,
he's
he's a
second
Okay,
in command.
and
So that means
Zoro's a
he's
straw hat,
above.
and Zoro's a straw hat, second in command.
Do you think that being a straw hat is bigger than being a revolutionary?
Hold on. I was also about to say he's also stronger than Kuma during the time when the nothing happened. And that was even before Sabo had the Devil Fruit.
Sabo was stronger than Kuma at
He's
Thriller
not
Bar.
saying that. He's not saying that as like a speculation. He's saying that as a fact.
He was second in command of the Revolutionary Army.
Yeah. He's saying that as a fact, like not something that's for you to think
And
about.
and are we sure
Sabo,
that being?
Sabo
Are we
got
sure that
hockey and his devil fruit? Like,
Yes, he was a second in Yeah, think about it, without a Devil Fruit.
let's say he's second to Dragon, who
Yes,
that's fine. All the strongest niggas in the show are Devil Fruitless. Historically,
What's your point? What's your point? Are we asking about Sabo and the other nigga, or are we talking about everybody?
well, okay.
What is we doing?
Are we sure that even the Revolutionary Army is ranked by strength?
You're right. It's all friendship for them.
It don't even have to be about friendship. It could be about something else.
No, it's all right.
Bottom line is, I don't think Sabo has. From what I've seen, Sabo hasn't shown anything. Any feats has told me that he's stronger than Zoro. And this whole him escaping from the throne room is crazy for a feat of strength, a feat of combat. Him escaping is ridiculous.
No, the thing is that you know so little of Sabo that we have to bring that up as a feat, because you even asking how Sabo is that strong is crazy. Like you saw Sabo in the whole story, everything that he has done, everything that he's the only. Think about it. Everybody sets out as a crew, right? When is the last time you seen Sabo be with the revolutionary? He's always fucking up by himself. That's how strong these niggas is. By himself all the time. Goes to
nigga
marry
Zoro by himself there too. That nigga Zoro
Where is he? Where is he by himself? When he gets lost.
Wano. He was first nigga on
when
Wano.
When he gets lost.
I'm gonna say
That's
this again.
not by himself.
You said when was
there.
You said when was the last time Zoro was by himself on Wano?
He was there hiding, not completing the mission, and then his crew was still coming. There was nobody coming to help Sabo. Sabo was so alone that Dragon thought that Sabo killed Cobra. Like that's how, solo he is. He be solo dolo doing his own shit, figuring it out. That when Dragon saw the news that Sabo killed Cobra, he said, "Oh shit, maybe Sabo is evil." At that point, I'm looking at it like, how the fuck can you even doubt Sabo? But that's how solo dolo this nigga be on his mission. Nobody's coming up to back him up or even know where he's at.
Ace did the same shit. So what are we talking about?
Yes, but Ace is strong at that point. When Ace is doing that, he is whooping all of the Straw Hats. When you saw him, he's just like, you can't even believe the power left. And then you thinking about that's the Devil Fruit. On top of that Devil Fruit, think about it. Wait, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about what Zoro is right now, right? First of all, if Ace was alive in this story, it would be a problem, right? That's one. Two, Sabo without the Devil Fruit is a second hand in the Revolutionary Army, meaning he's established himself without the Devil Fruit. Somebody that only had that Devil Fruit managed to also establish themselves as one of the strongest in the universe. You remember that Ace with his Devil Fruit, like he earned the praise of Whitebeard as being strong. He killed a warlord with just a Devil Fruit. Now you take another nigga that's established himself with just his martial arts and you give him that? What are we talking about?
I need to see more. So the only feat that I can give you points for is what you said with Kizaru. Because I can project that Zoro can stop Kizaru's attack. I haven't actually seen him do that. What movie was this that Sabo did this?
Gold.
Gold. I gotta go watch that. I've only seen the Shiki movie and the movie that everybody saw, the Wi-Fi hockey with Shanks. I forgot what it's called.
Red.
Yeah, I've only seen Red and the Shiki movie. I believe that Zoro can stop Kizaru, a Kizaru attack. Can't say why I believe it. I just believe it because we haven't seen it in the show. But
And at the same moment, he was ducking it for sure.
I I would like
That
to hear the
nigga's like,
rest of
oh
the
shit, we cooked.
I would like to hear from the rest of the panel, the rest of the hosts. I personally believe Zoro is stronger than Sabo. Period. Malik, what you saying?
I already said it. That was when I brought it up.
Oh, you said Sabo stronger than Zoro? Okay. Well,
I was the one that brought it up.
Sadibo. All right.
Sad boy.
So sad boy's crazy. All right. So Zoro number 3, third strongest right hand. Then I'm clearly outvoted because I'm sure Carlil is neutral in that between Sabo and Zoro. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Is Zoro number 3?
Sure.
Unless the Loki count as the right hand man on Elbath.
Fuck. No.
Right hand man to who?
Well, Loki was a captain.
Yeah, technically. I mean, I can't because I was gonna say Marco, but Marco is the only thing in his crew.
He's the last man standing in the crew. Zoro stronger than Beppo. Zoro strong. He already proved that he's stronger than Killer.
Oh yeah, Killer's not there.
That's about it, right? That's the only Yonko that's left. Oh, is Zoro stronger than Katakuri? That's a good matchup.
Mama's not there though. Is he?
Well, Katakuri would
I
be
mean,
like the captain.
nobody believes that Big Mom is dead. I could have sworn that nobody believes that Big Mom's
In
actually
the
dead.
story, they do.
So yeah, right now Katakuri would be the captain. So that
Okay,
wouldn't
so
be.
let's just for the sake of conversation, Big Mom's still alive. Do you think Zoro is stronger than Katakuri?
Niggas just want to argue.
I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue. I just want to talk about it.
See, I just know one thing I would say is that Zoro has a severe disadvantage here because of observation haki. Like
Hmm.
that's the only thing, but then outside of power output and everything else, that's where the conversation lies.
Is Zoro stronger than Luffy was? Is Zoro stronger now than Luffy was at Whole Cake?
I don't think so either because it's just he doesn't have advanced observation hockey.
Yeah, like
So
that was
until
the
he's
only
able to
thing.
do that, then sure. But as of right now, he just does not have that.
So y'all think Katakuri is stronger than King then?
I would assume so. I mean, they're
Or
both
is it a
geeked out
rock
in the
paper
crew.
scissors? Or is it a rock paper scissors thing where it's just matchup based, where Zoro beat King because of bad matchup for King, but King beats Katakuri, but Zoro loses the Katakuri. I mean, that's also an option or
Yeah,
possibility, I should say.
I would say I would say Katakuri is stronger than King and Zoro.
Mm,
So now we put Zero at number 4.
that's what it
No,
seems
Katakuri
like.
is not. Katakuri is a captain. I don't think he's gonna be the second in command.
Okay. Yeah, because Big Mom's, her kids all had their own crews, didn't they?
No, they was like
Uh,
junior fleets of her larger fleet.
But he was second in command.
Yeah, he was say Katakuri was second in command.
Oh, okay.
So in the round that Big Mom's still alive, Zoro is under Katakuri. So that means Zoro will be, I guess, fourth strongest second hand in the show right now.
I mean, not in the show right now because Big Mom's not in the show, so he'd still be 3.
Okay. Okay, so he's three. Because Katakuri now takes Big Mom's spot as the captain. Wait, never mind. That doesn't matter because even if Killer takes, well, shit, we think all their crew is dead anyway now.
It doesn't matter because Zoro already did defeat a killer.
Yeah, he already beat the
hey,
fuck out of Killer.
if you wanna see somebody that would make like a good argument for second hand within his crew, watch the Stampede movie.
You
Yeah.
said Stampede?
I I can't explain, but if you understand, if you watch it, you understand what I'm saying. It's somebody that would make a good argument for second hand within his group.
Which one is Stampede? Who's the main villain in that one?
That's who I'm saying. I don't want to spoil it. His name is Bullet.
You just
I've
have to
seen that.
watch.
I've seen that already.
You seen it?
Yeah, I've seen Bullet.
And who did he defeat? Like who was he fighting? Because I don't think you see that movie, and I don't hear you tell me about it. I don't think you see that movie.
No, because I've seen Bullet. I've seen that one. Cause I know exactly what it looks like. He has like metal on him,
What's his hair? No, you
and
talking about
he kind of has like a
you
he
talking
has like a
about
headset on, don't he?
yeah, he does have headset on.
Yeah, I've seen that
What's his
show.
hair? What's his hair color?
Is it either like red or yellow?
It's yellow. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
you see.
yellow. I've
You see
seen
what's
it.
his power? You haven't seen because I'm always telling you to watch it. There's no way you've seen that movie. I'm always telling you something about it. You just like,
He has a power that's similar to somebody else's power.
of course he does. That's One Piece.
I'm not saying because that's the nature of the show, but I literally can't remember. Is it now? Shiki has the gravitational power.
Yeah,
Bullet's power is similar to
kid.
wait, Bullet's power. His skin's like red, like reddish color, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen the movie. I've seen the movie. I'm talking. He has long hair, like long hair. I've seen the movie. I just can't remember it.
Yeah, he would make a good like a argument for second hand in Roger's group.
What was his ability?
He had it's similar to Kid's Devil Fruit, but not really. To where like he could control like create mass, I think, and like he was damn near controlling the
Yeah,
whole
because
island.
didn't he fight Garp or something?
Nah, he fought the worst generation, like all of the worst generation, like
Okay,
Luffy.
I need to go watch it again. I need to go watch it again. I knew it was somewhere Gravity. That's why I was like, no, Gravity is fucking. That's what I was thinking of Gravity. But yeah, I've seen it. I just gotta go watch it again. I think I watched it in sub, and I was also doing some shit at the same time. But yes, okay. So we're saying comfortably right now, as since Bullet's not in the actual show yet, he's only are the movies canon in One Piece? I know the DBZ has issues with their movies not being canon, but are the One Piece movies?
Some of the info in within the movies is canon, but the movie as a whole sometimes are not. So like the
Is
characters or stuff be canon, but like the events of the movie no.
okay. All right. So final because let's just wrap this up. Final because not Carlo, Malik and Bamba, you all have a better memory, a better just I guess insight on the One Piece verse. Where would y'all put from what we discussed? What would y'all put Zoro in the One Piece verse as a second hand? Where do you rank him?
Third.
Third, as we said.
Third. Okay. Y'all heard it here first. At TSC, the same convo. Zoro currently is the third strongest right hand man.
Awesome.
Do y'all see him progressing to be number one? Y'all think he had some more power some more power increase to get?
Yeah, Vince observation hockey.
Once this nigga take that damn eye patch off,
We'll
or open
figure
that
out.
eye.
We'll figure out once we see the Straw Hats versus the Red Hair Pirates.
I don't think that's ever gonna be a fight.
What do you mean it's not going to be a fight?
I don't think that's gonna be a fight.
Okay, before because I know we need to wrap it up. It's definitely going to be a fight because of what happened to Bartolomeo. So you think Luffy? You think not even if Luffy wants to let it slide, you think Zoro gonna be like this man? What's his name? Took down one of our flags, and he basically destroyed one of our fleets. You think you gonna let that slide as a Yonko? You think Zoro's not gonna
Damn.
let him let that slide,
Why
bro?
you put Zoro in this?
No, I think he is. I think
Damn.
Zoro's gonna let it slide. I'm not gonna lie.
Because even like you can see the seeds that they're sowing in the manga chapters because they're how many times did Luffy bring up Shanks and how excited he was about him or seeing him? Um in Elbath and Zoro every time was like, nigga, you are glazing. Like, why are you glazing so hard? So the seeds are already being sold little by little. But yeah, you thought there's no way the story ends with them still being buddy buddy after that. Like they could still be buddy buddy after the fight, but Luffy's going to have to address this nigga Shanks. Like, oh no, you tried to step on my shit. Like, what's up?
I mean,
I
okay,
think
so Bomba's so one Bomba, well not Bomba. I think he's gonna let it slide because Luffy already knew Bartolomeo and Shanks had beef. Like that was already well known before anything happened.
Understand that, but
I don't even think it's about the beef. I think it's more so about the seriousness of the real world. Like Luffy and them finally embracing what the real world is and the severity of everybody's actions. Because Bartolomeo did do a wrong to the red hair pirates. Like you feel me? And Shanks in himself was like, let's let it go. But it's Yasop that's like, nah, we need to enforce consequences. It's not necessarily that they're dead, because in One Piece nobody dies unless you see it. You feel me? So
right.
with them potentially coming back, I just feel like with Luffy, it's just like probably we might see Luffy have the reaction of, nah, you fucked up, nigga. Like hold yourself accountable. Like
But
this might be. Uh-huh.
I see that, but even whether wrong or right, we have not seen that specifically from any crew.
Not true.
Wrong or right, we got to come to blows. We
I
got
don't
to
think
come to
so.
blows.
I think we'd be very surprised when they're just like, man, you fucked
Yeah,
up.
I
Again,
think Luffy's loyalty to Shanks is higher than his loyalty to Bartolomeo just because Bartolomeo played him.
again,
So
Zoro's loyalty is not to anything. Again, he's going to get in that man's ear, let him know, I'm not going to follow you if you are, as a Yonko, you are now a Yonko and you let that slide. I don't care if that green haired bitch is
But
wrong.
that's why I think Zoro is the one that's gonna let it slide, because Zoro
Zoro slide.
has like a samurai whatchamacallit? Discipline. Like you're not gonna come and insult somebody's
mentality,
territory.
a samurai
Yes, he
mentality.
has mentality. Like he's very serious about those things. Like when Usopp disrespected us, like you know what I'm saying? Like he just said things. But he was like, nah, you need to stand on this, even though it meant losing Usopp. And he knew that hurt. He saw Luffy crying, he saw everybody crying. He's like, nah, nigga, stand on it. Because this nigga is like tiptoeing on your morals now. So if Bartolomeo did the wrong and then they find out that they did the wrong, because I feel like in that instance, Shanks almost represent Luffy in a little bit and letting it slide. Like, oh yeah, like I tested him. Are you gonna betray Luffy right now? Take this poison. And Bartolomeo took it. So Shanks tested him in that moment and he's just like, oh, you are with Luffy. So I'll let you slide. But then Yasop is like, no, we gonna let him slide, but let's teach him like consequences. I'm taking your boat. Like, hey, I'll blow y'all niggas up. So next time you know not to tiptoe. So when if they sit down and then they hear about it, I think like Zoro's going probably even gonna be the one to Luffy like, nah, nigga, like these niggas wrong. You don't do that to the niggas territory.
I understand what you mean, but again, we're pirates. Right or wrong, I feel like you have to come to blows. I
This nigga just
understand
want to
what
see a fight.
I understand what you saying, what you're saying, but I guess we gotta agree to disagree on that because you see Zoro doing one thing and I see Zoro doing the other, but you can't. It's very possible for it to go either way. You know,
Okay, yeah.
I feel like in that moment Zoro's going to be a deciding factor, and like I said, I don't think you overlook, like I said, the small little, like I said, Zoro basically was coming at Luffy and checking Luffy every time he was glazing shakes in the Elbaf arc, and it happened a lot. Like I don't think y'all like peeped that. Like it definitely happened a lot. So that's why I'm saying Ola's good at sowing many seeds leading up to a major conflict like that. So I don't know. I feel like we should put a bet on it or something. But I feel like
How much you trying to put? What you trying to put on
I don't know. Kenny's money.
What?
it? $1,000.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. One, we gotta figure out how the Shore House is gonna even find out about what happened to Bartolomeo. And then two, it would be interesting to see how, because we got to see how Usopp reacts to seeing Yasop for the first time since he was a boy. Like, is it gonna be a rage or is he gonna be like, "Daddy"? Like,
Did
how
he
that?
did he not see him in red, or no? They were linked by
Nah,
hockey or
They were
whatever.
linked.
yeah, that was it. He didn't actually get to see him, so he hasn't seen Yasop since he was a baby.
That'd be the century right
Yeah,
there. Nigga
so
said,
I
"You
mean,
want to go see Luffy?" He said, "Yeah." But you gonna see Usopp too? He said, "Nah."
so I think that's another thing. Like, there's so many like different layers to that. Also, because that's in game, we still got to deal with Blackbeard. Like, we right now we're focused on the world government. we still got to deal with fucking Blackbeard, and we know Shanks also got beef for Blackbeard as well. So we don't even know how that's gonna pan out.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even have an inkling who the end game villain is gonna be. Like it's just like I'm just here for the ride at this point.
Yeah, because right now we only have Emo and Blackbeard now as the two end.
Like
Well,
yeah, it's
shit.
just like
According to Carlil, Shanks is also an in game fight that we got to see still. So shit, we still gotta see Mihawk fucking do something.
true that.
So yeah, and yeah, Zoro gotta fight Mihawk. We gotta work that in somewhere.
And there's other people with like so many hidden agendas that we don't know about
Yeah, shit. Buggy might fuck around and be the in game boss.
yet. Nah, hell no. That would be hilarious.
What if he awakens his what if he awakens his devil fruit? He clearly
Also, what do
has.
y'all? Can I ask this? What do y'all think Buggy's resemblance to Rocks had to do with? Like y'all, what did y'all buy into the subscribe to
No,
the idea that it's his
no,
kid?
no.
Or
It's
can I
clear
finish, nigga?
no.
God damn. Like I was saying, what do y'all subscribe to? The idea that Buggy is Rock's son, or I've even seen people talking about like potentially maybe like the devil fruit that could send people back or something like that. Me personally, because I was talking to Carlo about it, but I think Rox is dead, like because we saw what you call it, the God's Night kill him. But what do y'all think the tie to Rox is?
There is no
I don't
ties.
think. Yeah, I don't think Buggy has any ties to Rocks. I think it's clear that it's Blackbeard at this point.
There was only one child. That was
Yeah,
it.
I think it's clear that it's Blackbeard who's Rocks' son.
It's just a whole bunch of coping memes. It has nothing of that related back to Buggy. We can move on. It's okay.
I think people are just trying to find a lore for Buggy for like why he's still in the show at this. He's the only
No,
early
no, no, no.
villain
I'm
that's
not
still
talking about. I'm
relevant
not talking
now.
about like that's not the general meme that I was talking about. I'm talking about like the like you remember like the cover that they released and the resemblance. So that's why I was saying like why do y'all think that resemblance is?
Oh, I
Sometimes
don't be
like
looking at the
I
covers, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know older Malik. I know you're not interested in it. Let me just finish talking my opinion about it.
Malik's
Okay.
not hearing it. He said, "Move the
Yeah,
fuck on."
I know he's not understanding. He's not interested in it. I don't care. But like I'm saying is, uh, because like there's like this thing with resemblance that Oda has always done to where he's always like hinting to things. So for example, with like Zoro, we had got the resemblance of like the hints to his dad, and then he got confirmed later. So with Bragi, no, not Bragi, with Buggy, I always try to find like where he might fit in. So that resemblance had always made me question why did they do that? Because that's very clearly like highlighted to be very similar to Buggy.
Hmm. I don't be looking at the
I
covers,
will
so
send
I
you
don't know
I
what
will
you're
send
talking
you
about.
that after we finish recording. I'll send it to you.
That's a bit. You send it to me, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But I mean, I think it's clear now that it is Blackbeard because
Oh yeah, no, he's the confirmed child. Like we've seen it in the story.
yeah,
Buggy is not
yeah,
confirmed anywhere. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking because it's pure speculation. Like there's no
yeah.
ties.
But now that we've seen Rox, not you mentioned, I'm trying. I want to know the origin of that. Oh wait. Oh, now it makes sense. Never mind. I was trying to figure out. Wait, no, it doesn't make sense because that would have happened
Okay.
before. I was gonna say, why the fuck did they make? Now that we know Rox looks like that, why was his one poster the way it was? I was gonna say, oh, Dami Reversi, but he had his one poster before he was Dami Reversi. So I guess
In
that's
the
a
one
discussion.
poster, we only had like a shadow, and Oda's like he's just always made bad like silhouettes. Because remember
I mean,
Loki, we saw Loki and Lola before.
I don't know, but I know Oda, technically Oda did it, but what is the government's purpose of making Rox's one poster look like that? You know, there has to be
To
a
make him
purpose
look more
outside of.
evil. Because he was supposed to be great evil, but like from the flashback, we only saw him kind of do good. Like he's not as bad as he was known to be, if that makes sense.
I mean, I get
We
that.
only
I
saw
get
like,
that.
mhm.
And that same reasoning, if Luffy is currently the biggest threat in the world right now outside of Nico Robin, why do they show an actual, true, actual depiction of his one poster then?
But they did not even want to do that because when Luffy, for example, awoke as Sun God Nika, they didn't want to release it. It was Big News Morgan that pushed to make that happen.
Mhm.
So the world government, like they be manipulating the information. So like that's probably why. Because it's like the truth of Gap Valley, we didn't know about it until this flashback. So Rox is supposed to be this big evil that's committed a great taboo. So they don't even talk about him. It's just like he's evil. He's evil.
Okay. Well, Unless somebody else got something to add, that's all I really had. A lot of One Piece lore tonight. A lot of rankings. A lot of One Piece lore. Yeah, Zoro's the third strongest. The third strongest. We got our ranking of most important to the One Piece. Top 3: Robin, Luffy, Frankie.
Yup.
Those are the 3 most important Straw Hats. This is a long conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry we didn't get to go live this time. This would have been great. This would have been great for the live comments. This has been a real interactive. But we'll have more in the future. Like, share, subscribe. Put this in all your family and friend group chats. But most importantly, send this to your grandma because she's the most important to find the one piece of my heart. And we out of here. Bomba, shut the fuck up.